So I'll start with yesterday, the reception you guys got here, but also the pep rally you guys had beforehand, though. What was that like for you as an alum and your first year athletic director? How cool was that for you?
I was just excited that we were able to create that moment for the fan base. It's one of those little touches where when we got back from Arlington in the Big 12 game, there were people asking for, hey, can we greet the team? And we wanted to do that. So it was a no-brainer that we would send the team off in style as well. And so just excited for the fan base to have that moment, excited for the team to see that level of support. When the buses pulled out and you just saw the flood of maroon and gold in the parking lot, the oohs and the ahs that came out of the buses, and everybody's taking pictures of the fans, taking pictures of the bus. Just a cool moment. And that's the beauty of the role that I'm in, is just trying to create the moments for the fan base, for the athletes, for the coaches, et cetera. And I get tremendous satisfaction of just creating these opportunities to celebrate what we're working on.
Kenny talked about how he wants the reception that they got yesterday when leaving in the pep rally. He wants that now for a Friday trip to Lubbock in the future or whatnot. Yeah. How much do you think a trip and a run like this can propel that, and we could see that in the future?
I think we're seeing the fan base get really connected to this program again. And we've seen that with season tickets that we're renewing and selling new. We're seeing that with donations coming in. We're seeing that with people in the bookstore and Mill Avenue and then shops buying ASU merchandise. We know that sports has the power to connect a community, and we're mindful of every opportunity that we can keep doing that every step of the way.
You're an ASU alum. How much does this next couple of days mean to you personally, away from not just being the athletic director of the school, but just as an alum and someone who is a Sun Devil?
Yeah, I'm proud of the hard work that's gone into it. Winning big can be messy at times, and there's a lot of people in athletics, there's a lot of people throughout the university that work really hard to create these moments and opportunities, and so I'm just taking a lot of pride in the moment that everybody's able to have. Individually as a Sun Devil growing up, wanting to be a part of this university, getting a chance to do it, walking around the Hall of Fame and see ASU so well represented here. It's just exciting to see, and so we do want to be mindful of, we're here to compete, we're here to win a game, but definitely a sense of kind of enjoying the moment while we're in it.
There's a lot of stuff you talked about. There's a Tillman jersey. There's the stuff with Jake Plummer as well. A lot of people are saying this is the biggest game for this program since the Rose Bowl that those two played in as well. Have you seen that anticipation kind of equal to what we saw in '97?
Well, we want to keep raising the stakes. So if this Wednesday's game is the biggest game in program history, well, we don't want it to be the last time we play the biggest game in program history. And so we're mindful of taking advantage of the opportunity to advance to that next step and hopefully keep this magical season going a little bit further. But I think it also sets a new standard for what we're capable of and what we're working hard to do here. And going to the college football playoff has been a dream for so long, and now we're showing that it can become a reality. We want it to become a reality more often. And so that's what we're very focused and thinking about.
I know in other interviews you've talked about how, so far it's been a world-class event here. When you saw, though, the first-round games on campus, though, last week, is there part of you that's in the future, it'd be great to host the game at Mount America Stadium? Has that thought crossed your mind at all in the last couple of weeks?
Well, I like the buys. I like avoiding the chance to know that we get to the round of Final Eight here. But I think it's cool for the sport that you're seeing parity across college football. You're seeing more programs enter the national conversation. We've seen that over the years with the professional leagues that have expanded playoffs, where it just gets more fan bases involved. It just gets more people tied to the reality or the chance to go compete for a championship. So I like the fact that there is a pathway to play CFP games on campus, but I also like the ability to come into this big stage where you're playing in NFL venues, you're playing with these bowl associations that are so well-oiled machines and give the kids a first-class experience. So so far so good on the expanded playoff format, and it'll be fun to see how it all continues from here.
You talked about how more fan bases are getting involved now with the expanded playoff. How much of it with new fans as well, the young fans that are donning the Cam Scatterby jerseys? Yeah. How much do you think a run like this creates fans and Sun Devils for life?
I do think there's an angle in this NIL era where you can get a player name and number jersey. It's never been the reality before. And so seeing kids at the hotel yesterday wearing Levitt and Scatterby jerseys, it's a pretty cool thing to see. And our entire focus as a department is getting kids and families around all of our sports. And in a place like Phoenix, I think that's really important, where there's so many people that already live there. There's so many people that are moving to the Valley. And our ability to connect with kids and families at a young age is our best way of building that next round of Sun Devil fans for life. And so we've got to be very focused on that in terms of what a game day at Mount America Stadium's like. How does that evolve into Desert Financial Arena, Mullet Arena, Phoenix Muni, Farrington, et cetera? All of our venues, for that matter, trying to get kids and families is going to be a big priority of ours moving forward.
How much from this run have you seen ticket sales already improve and season ticket sales? How much does that grown already in the last couple weeks since they got the playoff bid.
Yeah, I mean, we went out with renewing season tickets early, knowing that we had good momentum. We've also made the decision to go on sale for new season tickets. We're renewing at about 20% higher than normal for this time of year. We're almost at 3,000 new season tickets sold already this offseason. And obviously we've got a big runway before the start of the 25 season next fall. So, yeah, we're seeing that across the board. And again, in terms of social media engagement, season ticket sales, donations, gifts to the Sun Angel Collective, people are finding ways to support what's happening here. And that's really important because every dollar that we bring in, we're reinvesting into building and growing our football program, all of our sports for that matter. And so I think that's the unique part of college sports is every dollar that we earn departmentally, we're immediately reinvesting into the experience of these young people.
You just touched on social media engagement. There's a lot of athletic directors out there who have social media. But I feel like with you use it to truly connect with the fans, whether it's like their uniform theories about what the team is going to be wearing or talk about ticket information. Why is it so important to have that avenue to connect with fans for you?
Probably because I'm a fan first, right? So I'm interested in the same news that the fan base is, and so I use it as a source to get feedback, to get information. But it has been a great tool to connect to our fan base and just let them know that we hear the feedback. We're trying to make as many decisions based on feedback from our fans as we can. And obviously there's classical ways like season ticket surveys and town halls that you can get that from, but really getting the pulse of the fan base on social media, on some of the websites and the different outlets that cover us. It's all helpful. It's all informative to how we make decisions. And I want to make sure that as a department and as a university, we're making decisions that reflect the true desires of the Sun Devil fan base. And it's just been a really helpful tool on getting the sentiment, getting some good feedback that helps us just make really appropriate, good decisions.
Lastly, a couple of Big 12 titles, one in volleyball, one in football, college football playoff appearance now here. Not bad since you're not even a year on the job.
Yeah, it's not about me. It's about our department. We've got incredible coaches that are leading some really special young people. Our job is to put our coaches in the best position to have success and to lead young people on a daily basis. The fact that they're leading these young people is leading to some results, I think validates the hard work that we're putting in. It validates the culture that we want to create. It's been really cool to see the coaches and the different sports feed off each other's momentum. It's a healthy competition where they kind of want to one-up each one. So JJ and volleyball win a Big 12, and Kenny's like, guess what? I'm gonna take your Big 12 championship and raise you to the CFP. And so it'll be fun to see how that translates in the rest of basketball season, which is off to an exciting start. Hockey, and then baseball, softball in the spring. So I'm excited to be a part of this effort. I'm excited that the department's coming together. I'm excited that our programs are having this kind of success. And I think winning breeds more winning. Winning is contagious. The culture and the energy can be infectious, and that's really been a key to what's happened so far.
Was that a different point of emphasis for you when you took over the job, was creating this kind of family-like competition between all different coaches? Was that a point of emphasis?
Yeah, very much. We wanted to make sure that we were operating as one, that we are all Sun Devil Athletics, that it's not 26 programs that operate differently or independently and they wear the same logo. It was really important that we have kind of a true heartbeat departmentally and everybody's kind of in it for the same reasons. Let's lead young people at a high level. Let's represent our university, and let's embrace that we live in an incredible market that should be a combination of tools that allow us to recruit at a very high level. So yeah, definitely kind of a unifying mindset of just bringing all of our programs together, operating in the same way, highly competitive, highly passionate, highly focused on leading young people, and I think that work will always continue.